What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's break down some college basketball picks for Thursday, February 16th slate of games. Let's take a look at our picks from last night before we get into tonight's picks. Trey, start us off.
I don't want to. If you guys watched the video yesterday, you guys know by now that I had a rough day. I had Furman minus 12.5. I should have took Furman, I think, plus 12.5, and I would have had a lot better day. They didn't even win the game. It is what it is. I'll be better today.
Yeah, I have the TCU versus Iowa State game under 134.5 points. They're still going right now. We are recording early tonight, so hopefully they pull that one out for us. 87 total points with 11 minutes left in the game. So that's looking good right now for us to hit that under. Teats?
Yeah, when 0-0, I was actually out of the building last night. I had some Valentine's things to do with the girlfriend, so I will be better this time. I'll get you guys a pick, actually.
All right, these are our free picks on our YouTube channel. Let's take a look at our site picks this week. Last 5 days, 16-9 on our website, bearsprofitplays.com. We give out free plays and member plays daily, so if you guys are interested in that, come check us out at bearsprofitplays.com. All right, let's get into our picks for tonight. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm excited for the game that I'm going to be talking to you guys about. If you guys know me by now, you guys know that I love these small schools. I'm going to be running it back. If you guys, love football, you guys know this school. We are Marshall. I'm going to go Marshall minus a 12.5 against Georgia Southern. Marshall has been awesome this year. They're 21-6 straight up, 17-9 ATS. And if you look at how they've been doing at home, 13-2 straight up at home. And they've been very good here recently too. Marshall is 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games overall. They're also 8-3 ATS in their last 11 home games. Now let's flip that over to Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern's very average as they can get. 14-13 straight up, 12-12 ATS. And they had been downright terrible on the road, 2-9 straight up on the road this season. And they've been struggling to cover their road games as well. They are 1-4 ATS in the last 5 road games. But this is the second time that these two teams have played this season. And surprisingly, Georgia Southern did win their last game against Marshall. It was at Georgia Southern, and the Eagles won by 5 points. But this game is going to be at Marshall, and Marshall is very good at home. And if you look at it, Marshall's only lost 6 games this season, and one of them was to Georgia Southern. So I think that Marshall's going to want to come into this game with a big chip on their shoulder and kind of want to show them just who they are. And who are they? They are a great offensive team. Marshall is ranked the 13th highest scoring offense in college basketball, scoring over 82 points per game. And meanwhile, Georgia Southern can't even seem to put the ball in the hoop. 260th ranked offense in college basketball, only scoring 68 points per game. Some fast math. That is a 14-point difference. This spread's at 12.5. Makes me love it even more. And Marshall is led by a dynamic senior guard, Tavion Kinsey. Kinsey is the 6th highest scorer in college basketball currently, averaging over 20 points per game at 21.8. And he's doing that with shooting over 50% with 54.5% shooting from the field. That is very impressive for a guard. We usually see that from a big man, with that high of a shooting percentage. But Marshall is 2-0 ATS whenever they're favored by this big of a line. They are 2-0 whenever they're favored between 12.5 and 14.5 points. So I love that sweet spot. So give me Marshall at home, minus 12.5 against Georgia Southern.
I love it, Trey. The Thundering Herd. I like that pick. I have a pick tonight I know one of our loyal viewers will love because the line is currently not out. But we can do some math and potentially get the correct line here. It's going to be the UCF versus Memphis game, and the total spread is out, and the team spread is out. But I'm going to be looking at team total for this game. I'm going to take Memphis over their team total. The line for this game is over under 149.5. The spread is -6 in favor of Memphis. So you can conclude that the team total for Memphis will be right around 77.5 points. Let's do some math. 77.5 plus 71.5 equals 149 points, right on the over-under line at 149.5. And Memphis is -6. 77 minus 5. Or 77.5 minus 71.5 equals 6. So that does make sense if we do the math there. So that will be the line. What are you laughing at? Don't laugh.
I didn't know that you were good at algebra.
Yeah, thank you. So that will be the line. I'll be going off of this pick. For starters, this pick, Memphis is 11-1 at home this season. And UCF is 3-4 on the road. At home for Memphis, they're averaging 84.5 points per game in their last 10 home games. They have one of the best guard-forward combos in the nation in Kendrick Davis and DeAndre Williams, as they combine for nearly 40 points a game on average per game. The Memphis offense, on average, scores 81.4 points per game on the year in general. They have played UCF this season, losing that game by 3 in double overtime. They scored 78 in regulation on the road and lost the game 107-104. UCF is the second best defense in the American Conference, allowing just 65.7 points per game. That's not great for Memphis over here. But we can look at what Memphis has done at home to teams that are just as good on defense. For example, Wichita State is the third best in conference, allowing just 67 points per game. Memphis scored 88 on them at home. Then we have Temple, fifth best in conference. They beat Houston. They're very good. They're allowing just 69.4 points per game. Memphis scored 86 points at home 3 days ago on them. This team is just a different team at home and on the offensive side of the ball, and especially in their last 4 games played. They have scored 88, 99, 89, 86 in their last 4 games played at home. Even if the number is not at 77.5, I'd still bet this up to 80 points to take the team total over. So I will lock in 77.5 as the line makes the most sense for what we have on each spread. And I will take this bet up to 80 points team total if it happens to be above 77.5. So that is my pick for tonight. Teats?
Let me just go get on that real quick because you sold that for me for sure.
Yep.
I am going to give Houston one more try. Last time I took Houston, they lost outright to Temple. So I'm looking at Houston versus SMU, and the line is minus 16.5. And honestly, I'm pretty comfortable with that. Since they lost to Temple, they're 14-1. So 14-1 in 15 games, and they've won 5 straight since their loss to Temple. Houston's averaging 75 points per game still. They're only allowing 55 points per game, and they're also grabbing 5 blocks and 8 steals. SMU, kind of a little bit different. They're averaging 70 points per game, but giving up 74. So they're giving up more than what they score themselves. And I didn't even get down the rest of their stats because it was not that impressive. Marcus Astor still is leading with 16 points and 1.7 steals per game for the Cougars. But Jairus Walker is next with 11.6.5 rebounds. And they have 3 other players that average right under 10 points in that starting 5. So this offense definitely can score. SMU in their last 5 is 2-3, and they're 3-9 in their last 12. Zurich Phelps for them, he's averaging 17 points and 2.3 steals, so he's a pretty big part of the wins that they do have. Zach Nuttall averages 13 points per game, and Effie Odige 11 and 6.9 rebounds. In their last head-to-head, Houston won 87-53. Jairus Walker had 23 points. Saucer had 14 points and 3 steals along with 7 assists. For the SMU team, Effie Odige was only one that really was worth anything, 14 points. Houston made 16 more shots in that game, 7 more threes. They also had 28 more rebounds, 1 more steal, and 3 more blocks. So although that game was in Houston, that was an absolute domination of SMU. Talk about should not be probably a basketball program after that. It was so bad. And I don't think it's going to be anything different, even though they're on the road. So give me Houston up to minus 20.5 if you want to try to fool around, but minus 16.5 for this bet for the spread. I love it.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our college basketball picks and predictions for February 16th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.